what Cloud9 can do to test the defense of LEVIATAN.
Both side by side. The spit's gonna hurt a little bit. You've got the stun coming out as well as King. Looking to find a little bit of space from up top. Dropping Mitch, not able to connect on the second as Cloud9 are getting a little bit of space. They're getting a little bit of room to work with here.
Spam kills from Vic into heaven. Now the numbers go the way of Cloud9 somehow. Rossi and Demon 1 are left on this retake. You do have Paranoia, you do have the fault line, Doug.
Can the new leader for LEVIATAN snatch this pistol away? Will Demon 1 close by? Was a household name in Valorant. He's gonna get an opener. Oxy will fall too.
Sight. It's a pretty healthy buy from them as well.
Again, a spam kill for Vic. Just like the pistol.
And that's the IGL down as well. That's all the breach utility down now too. So the retake, it's gonna be significantly weaker for the side of LEVIATAN. Cloud9 are in a really good position here in the post plant to close this round out.
I think that good position just got better. Comms using his salvos, doesn't have that to play around. The stun is through as well.
Oh.
Vic getting a little taste of his own medicine. 4v4 still in play. Mitch and Zeppa alongside Net. Trying to do their best to keep them back, and you were trying to flush Net out from main, and it just doesn't work out.
Yeah, just damage now for King. Make the economy bad for Cloud9. He's done just that. He's going for more. Net. The armor's gone.
Control that they could end B. But they're doubling down. They're digging their heels in. They want to end A. And so far, so good for Cloud9. Great response from Rossi, though, on the Vic. Flashed by a little bit of time, and he's going to connect on another. Falls at the hands of Oxy.
30 seconds
but now with
left.
2v2, the spike, or excuse me, the op arriving at the scene. And it's quiet on the way out, not taking the bait of the tap now. The second time is confirmed. The op, excuse me, the ult pulled instantly. King in a brutal spot. How do you win this out? You can't.
It's utility. That Paranoia isn't in play though. And Demon 1.
Yeah, he's gonna try to get out. Rolling Thunder at the ready. Traded back. Rossi doubling down on the swing. The utility's good, but the kills do not connect. Tex is the first to fall. And somehow they've managed to avoid the majority of the brunt of this hit.
And look at all the meanwhile, Comp pushed all the way through A.
30 seconds left.
A horrific whiff.
But that's info gathered, and that's a little bit of time delayed. You've got 20 seconds left. The spike is just now making its way out towards A heaven. Are they gonna pivot
They're
back?
going back again, yeah. Look at Zeppa right now.
Do you have time for this? Big kill out from Zeppa to try to hold the flood back, to be the dam they need.
10 seconds left.
And as the spike settles into the site, Net patiently waiting, looking to identify the right target. A 3v3, members battered and beaten on both sides. Zeppa at the ready though, holding the line. Demon 1 on the trade. Again, 5 HP for the initiator. 19 in between both of them.
Look at this flank, Doug.
Tom's in a really good position. Maybe doesn't connect early in the round, but hits when it matters.
Drone down. There.
Zeppa's been in off-season form, NRG form, some might say, but this is a borderline unwinnable 1v2. I don't know how he gets his way through this. He's going to do his damage, so Demon 1 getting it to half. The missiles will buy some time. He's going to take it all the way there.
Now you're contenders once more.
A lot of mid-presence and a lot of mid-control from Cloud9. Oxy connecting onto Rossi, almost hitting another. And he does.
It's all left to Demon 1 and Tex here at the B site.
King is so far removed from the play. That flash is going to buy a little bit of time. The Paranoia going to connect. An aggro swing up from Tex. But one was left unchecked.
On the actual site,
What a mess.
what did I just witness?
I mean, fully stunned up. Oxy still getting the kill, and yeah, traded back.
But he had the spike, Doug.
Is there any way to help them out? They have a little of this heaven control. Zeppa settles the shots on the comm, claims the kill. Rossi and Demon 1, we've talked about this a few times, and Rossi's on an island. Demon 1 is still on the other side of the map.
It's so messy. And now it's a 2v1. Viper's pit was used. The spike not being planted inside of that pit, though. Spike not being planted at all. Now Demon 1 has a little bit of space, a little bit of time to work with. Another tap of a spike.
He's got time. I don't know that he has space. He's going to have to manage the green goo. And that's difficult to do.
Just a wasted Viper's Pit as well.
He's got to play this perfectly.
I mean, he's done it before.
They've slipped the net.
Whoa, commitment.
It's heavy A. The kill traded right back. Spike sitting on the ground, as they've been able to deal, or at least weather, some of the early storm from the attack.
Finally, Leviathan getting the one-up in the trades. That stealth bot being heard makes it so Cloud9 have to go back and push back that A line even further. Otherwise, it's going to be an obvious lean towards B, but Mitch gets taken out because of it.
Big from King. That's going to try to alleviate some of the pressure on the other side of the map. And he will succeed against Demon 1.
That's such a huge 1v1.
Yeah, but you still have the pit, and you've got to flush Tex out of here. You can't leave him here. Where are you headed? Committing to getting the spike down.
I mean, maybe a plant for spawn here. You flip the map a little bit, go CT. He's going to hear these footsteps in vent, I believe, or... No, he doesn't.
Yeah, you see the pings on the minimap. A really good idea that Ned has gone exploring.
I mean, this is such a late flank. Vic has to delay for so long here.
And he's on his own.
And they know where he is.
Tex has to stay in the pit, though, concerned about where the rest of the members might be.
Great tail missiles used.
Flushed out and killed, and Ned's going to arrive at the party, but he's going to be a bit late.
Yeah, but they're not sticking it, Doug. He has a chance here.
I mean, you're holding 3. Maybe you stop the defuse, but Calm winning out that duel should secure things. There's a lot on the other side of this. There's that first ult invested, trying to flush him out, but Oxy's behind enemy lines! Getting 2! Gone unchecked! Undetected! Now Rossi's going to trade back with a bit of his own. 2 rolling thunders. And all of a sudden, the prospect of that is gone.
Spike planted.
Rossi's so worried about a lurk from the minimap.
He invested the flash.
It's a speed up.
And now Tex dies. They don't have a paranoia to play around anymore, and Rossi's still halfway across the map. Second smoke to use. Mitch tucking, finding a little bit of corner to play around. A crispy shot out from Demon 1. Still a 2v2 to play around, though. TP invested. Trying to divide the attention of the attack. That's snappy, leaving things in a 1v1. Captains clashing on the site, the last round of the half. Footsteps aplenty, and Rossi has no options to play around. Vic has played this beautifully. There's a lot on the other side of that smoke. They have to be careful. Do you face check this? They try. Vic's there to get a first, but Calm. A great response, ultimately falling to the missiles. And it's Bedlam. As the round slows down, the spike is scooped up, and Rossi immediately falls, putting it right back down. Demon 1 had an incredible pistol to open the map, but he's going to have to do it again with the classic.
Yeah, he does have paranoia online as well. If he could find the 1v1 against Mitch, maybe you can argue he has a chance into this, but with the way that Cloud9 have been playing doubled up,
yeah, there's no... I think that's the difference.
It feels like it's going to get traded instantly. He's taking the long route around. I feel like he made a step right there.
Shadows traveling.
No pings on the
30
minimap.
seconds left.
It doesn't seem like they know. They have no idea.
Wow, they actually thought that he was going to go from bottom mid, I think, with those tail missiles being used.
Well, the fact that the smoke went ropes would suggest he was coming up mid. He has found a window.
He's done it.
He's found a window, but he's got to hurry up now. He doesn't realize the trap is in the smoke.
Yeah.
Wise with her money. Big swing out from King, though.
Spike down, B.
And that tit for tat, that 1-for-1.
And a heaven.
This could be a mess.
Yeah, the flank could come in and actually...
King's close by, but Rossi's looking the wrong way. It's a lot on his shoulders. The paranoia in his face. Tries to spam and connect. 3 found for King.
though.
And
is he going to get traded out quickly?
He does have a TP set up. He can get his 1 and then get out. Beautifully done.
So sick. Still 3 members of Cloud9 so far away. The Omen ult to rotate in, though.
But they have the advantage. Oxy, if he gets any, was icing on the cake. Ultimately cannot. But Vic does. A 4v2 reinforcement starting to arrive. The spike still not planted, and time running out. And immediately fell back in behind it. He's ahead of this timing. The smoke is going to keep him back, but he's in a position to make a play. Pops out, gets his 1, falls, but Ned is way more successful.
Spike down, B.
It's a slaughter again.
Demon 1 left alone in a 1v4. And Vic was playing so far back from the start of the round. Leviathan thought they had all the corners checked. They used so much utility to gather that space. They weren't expecting the complete disruption of Cloud9. The pace in which they just decided to take the fight to
30
you.
seconds left.
I loved it. And I mean, you saw it on the minimap. As soon as that tick of the Armageddon passed, Mitch filled right back in behind it. I mean, he was chasing the thing down just to get into an aggressive position so he can get a timing on that fight. Investments aplenty. He ulted on the other side of this. You should be able to find 2 stun members. Yeah, the spam through the smoke connects onto Mitch. And finally, a little bit of breathing room for Lev.
King getting a second to the round as well, sitting down the operator of Oxy. And I would imagine this is going to be a hard save. At least one person getting that operator, bringing it into the next round. But wait a second.
I don't know that you save. You all have over 4,000 credits. Go take the fight.
It's all falling apart right now.
Let Vic be the dagger. Zeppa and Net still stand. And they're starting to creep forward. King will fall. Assassination style. Tex on the trade. A 1v2 from Zeppa to close out the map.
He's done it so many times this year alone.
Time is short, though. He's going to have to deal with the smoke. Tex waiting on the other side, and as the spike ticks away, options run out. Is he going to have enough time for the defuse? No.
There's that Omen ult I was
30
talking about to
seconds
regroup
left.
with the squad, but Leviathan, the time is running low, Doug. They need to be careful.
There are only 2 members here, though, and one of them just got flushed out. Vic will join him, and now this side is theirs.
Wow.
Missiles, fakes, TPs, paranoias, and that might be the cue. Mitch getting the opener onto King. Big trade back from Calm, though. How much more can they get here? Tex is going to fall. Oh, they forget about the ults. They're just going to frag their way through this. Zeppa holding the line from heaven. Falls to Rossi, who's now going to have to figure out a 1v3 to keep this map alive. And again, Mitch still has his ult.
And they saw him as well. They know he's in heaven right now. All members of Cloud9 grouping up here. Net from that vent with a stinger. Upgrades from the side of Vic and Mitch, like you said. And they have the breach ultimate. You definitely invest it here. You have this one in the bag.
Yeah, he doesn't have spike. He doesn't have a ton of time.
But it is Rossi, the old IGL of Cloud9, up against 3.
Got the spike.
If he wins this,
That's a big if.
but how crazy would it be?
Committing to getting the spike down. He might get the plan off. He will. The stun to buy a little bit of time. Shut.
Oh my God, he almost did it, Doug.
Bat towards B. Look at this crunch. Oh, the drone's not going to catch anything. Oxy finds a perfect time window to strike.
Talk about aggression. Mitch, he does get seen by Calm here.
Doubling down. He's going to try to flush out. Someone's waiting on the other side again. Oxy on the peak. Falls. But Mitch is there to clean it up. I mean, they are persistent in this, aren't they?
Yeah, Mitch avoids the threat of that Cypher cage, but he makes the call out for his team that there's 2 players in market here. And look at backside B right now, Doug. Zeppa alone on an island, but he has 2. He has 1 Thorn and 1 Flash to work with, so very comfortable here. And while that was all happening, the double walk up off a Cat, I mean, they know.
You've got to be concerned of what's happening behind you. There's no way you let your guard down. Oh. And that's exactly what happens. Vic, a couple to the back of the head, puts one between Tex's eyes. They know where Zeppa is, and he's glad to take that fight.
Behind B main right now.
Cape giving away some of the aggression, and Oxy swings back around to finish it up. And if they try to go in through tree, which is what it seems like Lev are going to try to do, you still have all this utility to deal with.
So much delay, and you're getting wrapped by Oxy and Spawn right now.
They play at a different speed. They play at a different pace. And so far, it seems like it's too much for Lev to deal with.
30 seconds left.
I mean, they still haven't made it out. Now, finally, Zeppa's going to get involved in the play. Yeah, you're not wrong.
King still has the attack off in his hands, though.
And he's got 31 HP. And they have to use so much utility to clear out what they think is on the other side that's a telltale sign of where they're headed. This is tough. It is a desperately needed round for Lev. And Tex already falls. They're going to try to slam their head into the door. There's a little bit of control across the middle of the map. King's able to alleviate some of that pressure and clean up Mitch. Rossi joins in on the fun, but there's a lot of presence on the other side. Net playing from behind the wall. Trying to connect onto both. but they're both flashed up. They can't see a thing. They join the fray, and they still have all the utility. They've got the wall, the thorns, the sensors, the flash, everything. Oxy, up close and personal. Tex winning that duel out, but do you expect Mitch there, spamming through the smoke, not able to connect? Zeppa getting 3 on the round, but Tex doing the same. Vic on the swing. Tex requires
A bait out of that vice wall in mid, and Tex, Doug, he finally did it.
I thought he was dead.
He won a 1v1 on the extremity.
Aggro smoke. Yeah, Mitch hasn't been cleared out. You've got Zeppa close by. And Zeppa not able to settle the shots. Gets his one. But a 3v2 now for the attack that's instantly equalized. Net gets his, tries to get away. It's all on to Vic now. They have no idea where he is.
No, they don't at all. 10, 1, and 14. A 1v2 would feel like a death blow to LEVIATAN, and he gets the audio cue of the Omen teleport. He hears the footsteps.
He's in the right place. Still has utility, has his 2 smokes. Wants to take the fight, so he's gonna get ones. He's gonna get ones!
This is as free as B has ever been for the side of LEVIATAN, but he's just too good. Oxy.
King getting his 2 though, that's big. And you've still got Vic who's alive, and that has been a problem for Lev. Spike picked up. Oh, Vic too far, too aggressive.
Everyone hiding.
30
Little
seconds
too
left.
crazy. Now, Neural Theft making it known that B site is free for the taking.
Note that Calm has his ult.
Zeppa also has his ult though.
Yeah, and they're all funneled in. Oh, but it's only going to connect onto 1, I believe. It's only hitting Tex. He pushes forward into his death. Remember, the guns are still up on the other side, so it's going to be a straight-up 2v2. Calm with 2 shocks to play with. Demon 1 with his paranoia, but no health to speak of.
That's a great shout. Demon 1 just gets overwhelmed. The pressure from A main and Cat is too much.
He was trying to alleviate some of that with a flash, but as you were saying, overwhelmed. Oh. That's okay. That's clean up from King. A 3v3, and we're seeing the A site for the first time all game.
And we're seeing Vic wrap all the way around Cat as well. A lot of stall utility here for the side of Cloud9 and its post plant. There's still a dart online. This 1v1 may be the decider.
Oh, Vic's human.
Yeah, who would have thought? Good pressure though. It delays Tex from getting into the A site.
It delays a ton of time. And that spike has been taken for a little bit here. Zeppa playing on the other side of the smoke, waiting for the right time to swing, and he finds it. Drops Calm, never had a chance to fight back.
Losing to them in kickoff, right?
Cloud9 looking to put the finishing touches on this slaughter. Demon 1 punching back though, as the rest of Lev does.
Time to jump.
And you blink and you miss it. Oxy's on the site by himself, tries to get to the spike, runs right at Calm, okay.
Time to jump.
And he's gotten it down to a 1v2. This would be a brutal way for this to end. Oxy gives some of the space up, spots 1, swings onto the other, and Rossi gets the kill.
Cloud9, they know 2 players are in this A main.
Couple of kills found for Lev, but of course traded right back. The paranoia through, and Demon 1's gonna try to TP away, succeeds. But that leaves A open.
And are you ready for Oxy pushed all the way up into heaven?
Portal closed.
No, they're not. They have no idea. He spots his 1, but they maybe did see Demon 1 right at the end there. King's going to be rotating from so far back.
He's so far away, and Demon 1, he knows that he wants to even the score before King gets here.
But he's got 19 HP.
He's so low.
I mean, what are you sending him out to do?
The double hell setup. Zeppa being the guarantee on Catwalk.
The safety valve, if you will. King will fall. Demon 1, of course, on his own. Spam through the smoke, and if it's Vic, who else but Vic to get the last kill of the half? Bookended an outrageous series.